Years in the business, 3 years. Tell me, when did it all happen for you? What did you do last year to make last year just the best yet?
Last year was just a continuation of the business plan that we had set forth from the very beginning. Like I said, it was planned out for years, and so we knew. I say we, me and my husband. He's actually recently been licensed, but he's been by my side the whole time. But we really planned it out. We knew that once I got into the business, I wasn't going to be able to just, go out there, get on with the broker, and then wait for the phone to ring. We knew that I was going to have to do something to market myself. And certainly, we planned it out. I, like Mark, I have a farming area. We started it off originally with 250 homes, and now we're up to just about 2,000 homes that we touch, every couple months.
Now, Mark started with his own neighborhood first, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, my farm is 500 homes.
Now, what about you? Did
Same
you
thing.
start with your neighborhood?
Certainly, and that was something that I am younger, or at least I look a lot younger than I actually am. But I felt that I needed something to, give me a little bit of leverage above the other agents. So, be familiar with the area and living there. For the time period that I had, set me apart from some of the other agents in the area from the get-go. And so this past year, I just continued with the farming, and we tweaked it. We saw what worked, and we kept going with it, and it certainly worked, and it's still working.
Good. When he and I spoke, he has a lot of niches. And so tell us a little bit about some of the most successful ones.
A lot of what she said exactly as works for me too, and I agree with what she said. My biggest niche that I found is, like she said, the woodlands. My personal domain and website is interloopliving.com. And so that's one of my niches, basically interloop living. And I have 20 other domains that actually point to that domain, which are everything from Bel Air Custom Builders to West U Custom Builders to Heights Custom Homes, Heights Custom Builders, Rice Military Homes, Houston Interloop Builders, and they all point to my interloop living site. Predominantly where I do my business is over in the Memorial Park area, Rice Military, where I've lived for the last 10 years, and my family actually dates back 100 years living in Rice Military area. So, and that's going to my second more defined niche is actually the neighborhood that I live within, and and that also that I've brought in the builders that I have chosen to work with. Two of them actually build in my neighborhood. So what I've done is not only the resale homes that are there, where I advertise basically the monthly newsletter, do a lot of the functions in the neighborhood, and the builders themselves that I represent are in that neighborhood too. So on top of that, the resale people see me also in the new construction, which 9 times out of 10, the people that are buying my new construction is their house. They're in Rice Military and Memorial Park area, and I'm putting their house on the market to sell, and they're moving 2 streets over. Because my niche market is what I have to say. I could never see living anywhere else in Houston. It's a very easy access to get to everything in Houston, and you're close to the city's largest park, all the major freeways, and it just that's probably my biggest niche, and I've just really concentrated on there.
Kind of make whatever money that you make, keep as much of it as you can, and try and spend as little of it, and take whatever is working the best. If something like my subdivision that I sell 50%, I'm not cutting it completely out, but instead of sending every month, because they all know who I am, I'm sending quarterly. And so they still see me, they still see signs, I'm still selling. But my warm list, which is the cheapest advertisement and produces the most value and gives me clients, I don't have to deal with commission cuts. When I first started, yeah, I could cut a commission. I would. I mean, a little bit of something is better than a lot of nothing, But right now, since most of my business is referral, I don't get that question. What is your commission? Or cutting it and whatnot, because they would be, number one, embarrassed to ask me because their friend paid full price, you know? And so, you know, that's kind of it, you know, cutting the expenses down.